So,
Pretty soon it's paid off.
Hey, welcome to Free Funny Fridays, everybody. The show monthly that's paid for by Nick Woodruff committing fellatio.
Yay!
Woo! Suck that dick, Nick! Like you're on the secret game show. Yes, that is your old joke. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? I'm treating this like an open mic tonight. I'm about to test some new material because my fuck's giving out very big. We're trying to not do that?
I thought that was the whole conversation we had in the van.
Who are we worried about seeing it?
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
All of our fans.
All of our fucking fans. All of our fans. We're going to pretend like there's an audience here to answer this next part. Anybody here been married before? You got any married people other than Nick and James? You got married just the other day, or you're about to get married. You're engaged, motherfucker. You're not married right now, liar. Yeah, I used to be married, guys. Let me tell you guys the story. There's like a book, well, like a storybook affair, but more like a movie. Like, tell you guys, like, I don't know if you guys got picked on in school. I got picked on in school as a kid a lot, and then I developed a love of chocolates. I especially love the variety, all the different ones, but I'm not a smart man. I am not a smart man. And I fell in love with the stripper. If you guys haven't guessed, the movie was Forrest Gump. Movie was Forrest Gump. But Forrest Gump, much happier ending. She dies of hepatitis B. Yeah. And don't blame me for that. That's actually Eric Roth's fault. He's the one that changed the ending. The book ends much happier. I think we can all agree on this. I think we can all agree that global warming are two words that get said in that order very often. You know, it's a possible thing. It's possible that global warming is happening, though. I think we can probably agree on that, but nobody's going to give a shit. Like, no one's going to care until it starts personally affecting us. Like, it starts impacting us here, like in this state. So you guys would be happy to know that they found a 5-foot alligator today in Crossville, Tennessee. Yep. 5-foot alligator. Which is, if you guys don't know about Crossville, it's up on the plateau. Like, it's fucking cold there. That's 10 degrees cooler than the rest of the state is all the time. That means like the Calf Killer, the Caney Fork, all those other places, very high likelihood that we're going to be seeing alligators in all those rivers. Which, I like the outdoors. It's fucking exciting. Yeah. I can't wait to see a kid get eaten by a gator while kayaking. I go kayaking way more often. It's going to fucking happen. Siegfried and Roy was fun, right? Who wouldn't have liked to see that show? Did you guys see the news, Nashville? This story came up the other day. A woman beat another woman because her roommate gave her boyfriend head without permission. And so she beat that lady with a broom, beat her with a broom until the police described it as that scene being completely covered in blood. Which is no surprise at all. You need a mop for blood. Wasn't gonna work. I'm personally curious where the fuck she got that broom, because that's a strong broom handle. You can't find them like that anymore. Somewhere between Madison and Nashville, I'm trying to find out if anybody. That's completely beside the point. I'm just curious. So now this was also news. I think it was today. It was the last couple days, but I don't know if you guys saw this. But there was the very first I've ever seen this suicide murder attempt. Yes. This week here in Tennessee. Like, we all know about the murder suicide. Those are awesome. Like, but the suicide murder, you almost never hear about that happening, because if the person committing the suicide murder is successful, they don't make it to step 2. It's suicide murder. But there was a case in Tennessee this week where a guy took a knife, he slit his own throat. Then he somehow dropped that knife and then picked up a pair of scissors and then stabbed her too. But, not surprisingly enough, first attempted suicide, attempted murder, they both survived. They both did, they survived. It's like that guy is really the Donald Trump of murder-suicide. Because what he did was not succeed at all and do it completely backward. Alright. These are new, so I'm having to read a little. Sorry about that, y'all. Now, this is a recap. Most of you guys have heard this joke. If you have not heard this joke, I'm going to recap it very quickly. My little brother stole a school bus. And this happened because as he was exiting the school one day, he noticed that the bus did not have a driver. Nobody was on it. He jumped on the bus, locked the bus door, then proceeded to honk the horn and wave at all the kids coming out of school. Turn the wheel back and forth. He really treated that thing like it was a ride at Walmart. Like he really did. And it turns out, after this whole affair, he gets in no trouble at school. No trouble at all. So if I had Down syndrome, I would steal the bus every day. I condensed it. It's short. Now, you guys want to hear about the first time I got arrested?
Yes.
Because this is also true. I got arrested. I had my first college apartment. Several of you guys, I'm sure. Who went to college? We got college people here? All right. I had my first college apartment, and I moved in with my roommates, Ed and Todd. We're going to call them Ed and Todd for the purposes of this story. And we had moved in together, and I had never smoked weed. Like, my whole life until I turned 18, I never tried it. And I moved in with these guys, and they smoked weed a lot, and so I was getting high pretty often. And we were sitting there getting high, and they were two white dudes. One of them had long hair, and one of them was actually trying to put dreadlocks in the other's hair with toothpaste. This is how stupid the day was going. And we're waiting for my girlfriend to show up, because she's going to come over and cook us all spaghetti. Like that's what happened. We're waiting for spaghettis to be made. Standing around, and I hear a knock at the door, and so I walk up to the door thinking it's her, and I don't have a peephole. And I open the door immediately and look out, and it's a cop just standing right in front of me. And I don't know exactly what to do. And he looks at me, "Sir, you mind if I come in and talk to you for a second?" And I look at him, I kind of shake my head. And then he says, "Sir, I detect the presence of marijuana. I can smell marijuana. I'm going to come inside. And could you tell me what your name is? Is there anyone else here?" I'm kind of high, and I'm having a panic attack. And the only thing that comes out of my mouth is, "I'm weed, Todd, Ed." And he says, "Sir, I can tell that you are, but you're still going to have to show me some ID." And if you're wondering if being weed, Todd, Ed actually got me out of this the same way that it did my brother, no, it did not. I still went to jail. Not bad. It could have been worse. Okay, so the abortion debate. I'm going to close on this. The abortion debate, it's been a serious topic. People have been talking about it a lot lately. One of my favorite things I saw about it in terms of like trying to really make it understandable is they said that aborting a baby is just as cruel. It's the same cruelty level as boiling a lobster. You guys ever heard this? Like, I'll sign a petition right now. Seriously, guys, sign me up. I will do it. It's horrible. I had no idea. There's no reason you should ever boil a baby. They're perfectly tender already. They're like a veal. All they need is a light sear on either side, and they are ready to eat. And all the time after shows, guys, all the time after shows, people stop me after shows, and they say, "Brooke, what is the best wine? The best wine to pair with a baby?" And I've got to be honest with you, a lot of them work really well. There's so many options. A dark red is good. I prefer a Cabernet. I can tell you though, the very worst wine is when you first start to fillet that baby. Yeah, that's that joke. There's no better way to explain what that joke was either. And that is my time too. Let's welcome our second comic up here, one of the funniest guys in Nashville.